despite that, I just said I won't have a presentation for my examination. I actually have prepared a presentation just for you guys. The dedication. I actually did it like at 2 a.m. last night. I thought, yeah, it might be interesting to show you guys what the stuff I've done. Obviously, my main thing is like the written thesis, and you guys will not have read it. But there's like a abridged version of that. So I will tell you what I've been doing. I'll tell you what I'm about to show you the stuff that I have done researching, that I've done for my PhD. The interesting thing is going to be how I'm going to like explain things to non-musicians, because that is actually, to be very honest, that's a good training. That's good training for how I explain myself, because inevitably, even if my examiners are also experts in music composition, they are not me. So in case my written thesis does not explain stuff very well, they will ask me about it. They will ask me about what I mean by this and that. So probably I will need to explain myself to them. So it's always a good like training to like as to like how to think, how to phrase stuff in a different way to my target audience. So some of you, I don't know if you guys are aware of what PhDs are like, but mine is quite different because this is practice-based research degree. So what practice-based means is I did things rather than like simply research. I'll explain more about that later. I think I've briefly gone over that in the past on stream. I've talked about how music composition is like research, but I will go through like what in what way it is actually research. So that will also answer your question. I think I will answer that when we actually get to before we get to the content of my research. I don't know how long this is going to take, but the point is, by the way, I will put this in a pinned comment. Ask me any questions. Ask me any question during my presentation. Ask me questions anytime. I'll pin that. Even if nobody comes, I'll do it anyway, whatever. Wait, how do I pin it? Pin. Is it pinned? No, something's wrong. Pin. Is it pinned? It's pinned. Okay, it's pinned. So most doctoral students, what they do is they submit a thesis, which is, like a big book of what they've written, rated a thesis. Oh wait, Iman Berg supporter on Twitch says no one's here ever. Yeah, it's true. That's fine. Who cares? But welcome if you're still here. Probably not, but if you're still here, welcome to the stream. So most PhDs, what they do is they submit like basically a book that they've written, right? Mine's a bit different, which means that the way I submitted it was also quite different. Because when I actually went to the office to submit my PhD, they were like very confused, because most people nowadays, how they do it is they send like a big old PDF to the examiners, but I had to actually print out hard copies, because the main meat and bones of my PhD was actually the music itself. So sometimes what I say is that the stuff I wrote, as in like the words that I wrote, are more like an appendix to the actual thesis, because people think, especially, I mean, I did as well when I first started this. I was like, oh, so the main thing is the stuff that I've written, like the words, and then like I also attach some music to that. But no, the music is the main part of it. People will be discussing the music with me, ideally. At least that's how my supervisor sees it. He actually told me once that he has examined some other PhD that put way too much focus on the written words, and he was like, nah, let's ignore that and just talk about the music. So that's how he believes it, and that's like the perspective that I've adopted as well. Hopefully my examiner will. I was going to say, though, explaining music, even something basic to a non-musician, is really hard. There is actually some fun stuff in here in this presentation that it's like not very music focused, and that I think that might be interesting. So I have submitted a bunch of music to them in the form of scores. Michelle will know because she was there with me when I printed them out, put them in like nice little bound copies, different sizes, and then submitted it to an office, which was really awkward because like I wish I could have had like one nicely bound book that I could like take a picture of, like very classy looking book. But sadly, no, I just have like 8 different thinnish booklets of musical scores, and then the stuff that I wrote.